It is a no. Not it is a no. Grateful, my lord. 2 minutes, my lord. Just I will take my lord.
My lord, I'll be grateful if your lordship give me little time and relieve me. No, my lord, I'm grateful in one sense.
Now tell us, you want a retest, you don't want a retest.
I'm absolutely and unmissed and categorical terms asking for a retest. And my lord, I'm not asking for the.
I thought you didn't want a retest.
No, my lord. My lord, I said I'm happy that people my prepared application. What I have said in the application have been echoed my friend Sanjay Hegde and my friend. Treat this examination as a preliminary examination and conduct a main examination now. And I say I believe that a JEE main preliminary examination. This, my lord, the issue here is not we are not conducting a criminal trial. My lord, we are not even conducting a civil trial. The question whether the accuracy of these allegations are absolutely irrelevant. It is a question of a question of common sense. It's a question of prudence. It's a matter, my lord, I may not be mistaken, it's a matter of governance. But, my lord, I rely on your lordship's own judgment to say that these issues involve violation of fundamental rights and therefore justiciable. I have only one difficulty I am asking myself a question. In Bombay, I always ask a question openly. Here I follow the Supreme Court practice of asking a question to myself. That, my lord, if these issues are justiciable, there are many who are qualified. And can this court ever decide without they being heard? Because these proceedings are not representative proceedings.
What do you have to argue on next?
No, I am coming to that. My lord, the question is, it's an administrative, it's a question of governance.
Right.
Large scale.
There's some other matters waiting for you, so you might as well come to the point.
No, I'm exactly on the point. The point is that the integrity of the examination, the credibility of the examination is under doubt. It is not because the leak is proved in Rajkot. It is not because leak is proved.
Apart from what Mr. Huda argued.
No, I am not saying anything which.
Anything else?
No, let me. No, you have been very kind to and very patient to Huda. I am not uttering a word which my friend Huda has said. I will not. Only two things, my lord. The other day I said.
What is the first one of the two?
No, my lord.
You said two things. What is the
first, my lord, only thing which I endorse Huda is the reference to the bell chart. And the bell chart before that, I rely on the.
That gets shown us now.
No, I am not saying that. I'm taking. I will not say anything which somebody has argued. I will only deal with issues which nobody has addressed. There is a counter affidavit. I am not relying on anybody else's document except my friends, the government's counter affidavit. In counter affidavit in petition civil number 362 of 2024.
What's the point that you?
A point, my lord, is
formulated.
Yes, the point is this graph shown is ex face. 25.7, 23.2, 20, 12.7, and 2.3. And total is, it is 83,009. Your Lordship, my Lord, the figures. I'm going to take your Lordship to this chart. There's an important issue to be stated, my Lord. This chart, 25, 23, etc., the total is 83,900. Going by their chart, the next page, the total number is 1,42,137. And there's a shortage of 58,237. And therefore, my Lord, this chart is manifestly, I'm not using very strong expression, incorrect. The engineer or consultant said something else. My Lord, I only quoted Mark Twain, lies, damn lies, and statistics. So, my Lord, therefore this chart, this bell chart is a fraud.
All right, thank you.
Then coming to that, then my friend took you, your Lordship, to the chart of many centers. There, my Lord, the bell chart concept. I'm no, my Lord. It is not my argument that there is no leak because of the bell chart. It is the argument which my friends have addressed to the court to establish that everything is normal. So this bell chart itself, which shows, Lord, here it's all about first impression. What prima facie appears. No question, anything to be proved absolutely. So anybody can give you the explanation that Sikar is an education center.
class student who's been preparing for this exam right from class 8 onwards. Class 8, class 9, class 10, class 11 and class 12. 5 years of study have been spent for the opening of a window, which I comply, my lords, on up till the 16th of March 2024. What happens subsequently, my lords, is somebody for the betterment or who has some understanding with the NTA gets a window open on the 8th of April for the 9th and the 10th. Unknown to all, this window is open, my lords, and let open at 10 in the night on the 8th of April. 10 in the night of the 8th of April, if a window has been opened, my lords, and 24,000 and odd students have got onto this bandwagon of this exam, my lords, the fact that today I do not have a good rank today is itself reason for the fact that, my lords, I have been trampled upon by 24,000 and odd.
Cannot assume that the NTA is going to, after the exam, choose to say that it was right that you could have marked either of those. It is by deeming fiction that they decide. And therefore, if I cannot rely on any instructions that have been given to me, and I rely on the fact that this is ambiguous, I decide to not attempt the question because there is negative marking. I know that each mark in this question could mean hundreds of ranks for me. And again, I reiterate the fact that I have only one question wrong apart from this ambiguous question in my attempt. I have done extremely well. Just to take my submissions forward, my lord, I will not hold my lords for very long. There is
just one question wrong apart from this one.
Apart from this, my lord. I am at rank 317 after the revised rank has come. I am likely to be in the top 100 ranks if I am given 4 marks and I go up to 715, and there will be others who will also move up in rank. My lords, may I just submit one thing? My primary prayer is that this question should be deleted and therefore everyone will be marked out of 716 marks or out of 179 questions. But in the alternate, my lord, if we were to go by the NTA's own rules and therefore they are only supposed to consider what is in the newest edition of the NCERT as part of the syllabus, then those grace marks should not be offered. Then they should stick to the fact that only
Option 4 is the correct one.
that only option 4 is the correct one, and then no one should get grace marks, and therefore the rules that they have themselves set can be met. And my lords, on my primary prayer though, can I just show my lords one judgment of this honorable court from 1983, my lords? My lords, it's 1983 for SCC 309.
What's the name of the case?
Kanpur University versus Samir Gupta, my lords.
At para?
Paragraph 18, my lords. And my lords, I'll briefly state the facts. This was also,
What is the principle which is laid down?
my lords, the principle was exactly this. This honorable court laid down that if prima facie it is determined that a question is ambiguous, then that question should not be considered as part of the examination, should be deleted and should not be marked upon at all. This was a question also relating to a medical examination. This case also related to a medical.
Yeah, the question is not ambiguous.
Yes, Your Lordship.
What they could have really done was they could have said, look, only option 4 is the correct answer.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Because they got these representations saying that an earlier edition of the NCERT book.
Your Lordship, in 2019 itself, the change has been made, Your Lordship.
It was there. Earlier, the question, my lord, what they have stated on affidavit, Your Lordship, very clearly that 9 experts had finalized the answers thereafter. Thereafter, my lord, they have same line.
But
I mean, arguing the
Let us finish. Yes.
So, my lords,
So you are saying that, well, you should be given 4 marks. Alternately, if that is not possible, then delete that whole question for everybody.
yes, my lords. And if alternatively that is also not possible, then
Or treat option 4 as correct.
yes, because then
So at least then the number of people who will get that additional marks will be less.
Lords, you can see in the top 70, the people who've got 720, only 44 people will be
Your
delivered.
Lordship, there has been increase of 297% on rank 1 only because of this bonus marking that has been done by NTA.
My lords are well aware of that. That there is going to be a huge change in the ranking. 44 students who've got 720 is because of this question.
Your Lordship, there might be
44, right?
Yes.
Out of 61.
Your Lordship, if to consider that rank 1 is aiming to go to AIMS Delhi, if there are 50 odd seats, it is very highly not possible for even rank 1 students to get a admission in that seat, Your Lordship.
Specifically for the petitioner herein, my lords, it's the difference between whether she gets into the top 2 colleges of this country or no.
So your alternate prayer is that, look, treat only option 4 as the correct answer.
As per your rules, and that is fine.
What do the rules say?
The rules say that the latest edition of the NCERT is going to be treated as the syllabus for NEET.
On the same point, the NCERT syllabus is very clear. It gives a rationalized textbook on its website. It says that the contents which are irrelevant in the present context, the present edition is a reformatted version after carrying out the changes given above. The present textbook uploaded in PDF form are rationalized textbooks. These were rationalized for the session 2022-2023 and will continue from 2023 to 2024. So, Your Lordship, this same fact has been stated in 2019 edition as well. So, if we are going backwards in 2018 and considering that a student who has studied in 2018 is giving the examination, so the student has to be aware of the latest developments that are taking place. Also, there have been circulation of fact that the study material provided by all these coaching institute, they themselves are referring to 2018 editions. I have certain copies, but Your Lordship, I'm not going on that fact. But the student has to be aware of the latest development that is taking place.
Arguing that either delete this entire question and grade all students out of 7 and 16.
Yes.
Alternately, if you're not doing that, then only option 4 should be treated as
Your Lordship, in my case, I have answered the question correctly. I have answered point for the option 4 as the right answer.
I'm saying that treat only option 4 as the
Yes, Your Lordship, because the question is not ambiguous, Your Lordship.
The difference between your learned friend and you is He didn't
Answer.
the question at all.
Yes, Your
You
Lordship.
answered, but you answered correctly question.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So you're both saying treat question 4 only as a correct
Yes, Your
answer.
Lordship.
In her case, the benefit will be that the number of people who get the 4 marks will be less.
Yes, sir.
In your case, you have answered the question.
Yes.
You want the exclusion of those who gave option 2. Right?
Yes.
Let me bring more clarity, my lord. I have filed an affidavit in this regard and I have clarified.
What did you answer?
I have correctly answered, my lord.
4 or option 2 or 4?
In my new answer paper, the option 3 was correct. That is, there
No,
are
what did you answer? Which option did you give?
correct answer I have answered, my lord. That is
Correct means what? There were 2 correct answers now.
no, my lord. Only one correct answer was given in the, my lord, what happened here? Can I clarify? Only one.
Tell us, did you answer option 2 or option 4?
My lord, there are 4 options. I have correct, my lord. Correct.
You have answered 3.
Answer 3. That is correct one. That is correct one.
We are left with
That is, I can.
only one is left now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
He says 4. He says.
My lord,
He said.
My lords, I
But to us, we might even come to the conclusion that option 1 was the correct option.
my lord, no, my lord, I did not. I have filed the document.
My lords,
Can you give me 2 days, my lord,
let
to
me
clarify?
clarify.
My lord, can you
My
give me
lords, this question has different options as treated as
Sequence is different.
because there are different question papers where this same question is a different question number, and then the options are also differently numbered.
Yes.
So that for him, option 4 is option 3.
Yes. My lord,
Hence the confusion.
my lord, can I request, my lord?
The options that you changed.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yes.
My lord, can you see here?
So he's on the same.
He's on the same one as ma'am there.
But can you see page number 13 of my additional paperwork, my lord? I have filed the documents on the record.
Maybe 3
I have-
in this case.
Yeah.
Question.
4 maybe that.
4 maybe 3. Yes, correct. My lord, can you see one?
See, both your learned friends have done the arguing for you. Just sit, sail with them. That's
My
all.
lord, only one.
Let them push
Well,
the oars. You'll be
yes,
better.
well,
Happier. You might actually.
My lord, deletion
problem for your
my lord,
case.
deletion would not be with my lord.
Both your learned young friends have made very well.
Well, can I request only one thing, well, page number 19 and 20, we
They
have,
might spoil your case and their case as well.
no, this page number 19 and 20, my lord, we have filed the NCERT textbook also, where it has been mentioned that which is correct one. In 2023, my lord, the correct one has been mentioned. Therefore, my lord, the answer it was given earlier, first time published, is the correct answer.
Same, my lords. It's the same argument.
Same argument. That question 4 was the option 4.
It is in my case,
I don't know. Option 3.
yes, my
That's
lord.
what he's also then identical to what you are.
Yes. And well, ranking is very important factor, my lord. We have, our petitioners have got 700, 680, 682.
So this question 90 is a problem. Huh? And these are all genuine students because, see, the point is that what your young friends have made a very powerful argument that they say that look, the instructions are that you must go by the latest version. Now, option 4 is admittedly according to you the correct version. You pick up that as your key.
That's correct.
Now, you decided to accept option 2 based on the fact that the 2019 edition of the NCERT book had what is option 2. They are saying that look, option 4 being the correct answer, both of them they are arguing basically on the same line. The first learned Ms. Suriti Chaudhary, she argues that look, though I didn't answer it, don't give those who answered option 2 full mark. Your other ma'am, what's her name?
Isha Singh.
Isha is arguing that look, I answered that. How can you give somebody who answered option 2?
I have understood. My lord, the
There, I
fallacy,
think they may have a point.
they have but the fallacy will be this, my lord. In the first argument, those who have not answered. My lord, incidentally, she happens to be a candidate who is falling within first 100, possibly.
But a possible answer to what Suriti argued, which is that if you don't answer the question, the assumption is that you don't know the answer.
Exactly. Otherwise, this benefit will go. Otherwise, this benefit will go
She
to.
argued that look, as a responsible student, I found that there was an ambiguity. That question 2 and question 4, rather than get a negative mark, I decided not to.
I have understood, my lord, that submission, that argument of my learned friend. It's a very catchy argument. But suppose, my lord, she happens to be having 700 plus. But suppose I am having only 50 marks. And I did not answer because I did not know the answer. And, my lord, if we go by the general rule that then delete all the answers or those who were very confident and knew about the new rule.
Or her alternate argument, the first argument is that delete the entire question.
Yes.
The second question, the second alternate argument is that even if you allot questions, don't give me any marks. He said I'm out on that question because I didn't attempt it. I didn't know. But give 4 marks only to those who gave option 4 as the correct answer. Because her argument is okay, I don't get anything in this. But by giving 4 marks to those who give option 2, you are actually increasing the number of people who got full marks. That is the area which the alternate argument is something which is very important.
I'll try and answer.
And even my lord, they have changed the answer also subsequently.
And that is made very clear in the case of Ms. Isha's client, because there, it's unlike the first case, her client answers that question and answers correctly. So both these candidates will, if they are right, then the number of people above them will come down drastically.
What we have considered is this, my lord.
That's the point we have to consider. We'll hear you on this. That's the one point we'll have to consider.
But otherwise, my lord, my immediate answer is, we are not dealing with a situation where out of 2, one answer is wrong and one answer is...
So why did NTA eventually come to the conclusion that we will give full marks for option 2 also?
The reason is, both were otherwise correct answers, the additions changed. So the confusion was logical.
Not be. Scientifically, my lord, this cannot be allowed. How can you say atoms, most elements of the atom are stable, and then also say all are stable? It'll either be most...
What is the question? What is the question?
My lord, I'll just read it out. My lord, question number 19 says...
We take it right to the question on tort or criminal procedure, right? So we'll be able to understand it better.
My lord, it's actually, in terms of English construction, it is very straightforward.
Even though.
2 statements. Statement 1. Just read it.
Statement 1, my lord, says that...
Mishra is very confident of the, both of us don't have that on this, but we'll see for the...
My lord, statement 1 says atoms are electrically neutral as they contain equal number of positive and negative charges. To this, there's no problem, my lords, this is fine. Statement 2 says atoms of...
What is the question? If you can read the question, please.
Oh,
that's the question.
That's the question. Oh.
Statement 2, atoms of each element are stable and emit their characteristic spectrum. Now, my lords, the interesting part is that as per the old NCRT, the answer is atoms of each element are stable and emit characteristic spectrum. As per the new NCRT, it says atoms of most of the elements are stable and emit characteristic spectrum. Now, if a student is looking at this and they know that the new one says most and the old one says each, it is not possible that both are correct. It can either be each or it can be most. Now,
Scientifically, the radioactive elements are not stable.
Therefore, they have given correct answer also.
The answer key said option 4 is therefore the correct answer.
yes.
And
Your Lordship, this was edited, this new edition came into 2019 itself.
Yes.
That atoms of more...
Addition. I have understood the problem.
But students, Mr. Solicitor, students are expected to read the new edition or the old edition?
New edition. That's the rule.
That's the rule, right?
That's
Yes,
If the student relies on an old edition, how can that
He is also, my lord, not to be faulted. That's...
No, but your rule says that you have to read the latest edition, right?
don't take it as only item.
So by giving marks to option 2, you are in that sense going against your own rule, which says you must read the latest edition.
It's a,
Let me examine. I have understood. There is a...
students will be affected in the...
So the 9 lakhs have given answer 4 to be correct.
Let's,
See, those who have given 4 as correct are fine.
928 and
427.
4 lakh 20,000.
But just tell us, Mr. Solicitor, what are the figures?
Lord, only as per the old book, the candidates who have given answer is 4,20,773.
That is option 2.
yes.
And option 4?
And new 9,28,379.
9 lakh.
Find an equitable solution.
Lord, received, I'm sorry, we received representations from poor families that we used our siblings' book or we didn't have new editions, etc., etc.
Surprising is the older edition, which may have the newest edition 2019 already has that the most elements are stable and emit characteristic spectrum. But what is surprising is the old booklet, that is 2018 or backward, is not even available in the market, Your Lordship.
No, that is available.
I tried to find out what is the older version. From where will I get it? The books are not available. If a child is reading their older siblings' books, so I don't know when did they pass out.
The books are passed down, my lords, that's the reason. And most importantly, it's the reason that a lot of, there may be sent.
Older versions have.
Older version.
I will not join issue. They have some case, we will examine.
Lordship, I am a student from EWS. And I have the...
Obviously. The problem is, suppose we accept their argument and we say that anybody who answered option 2 couldn't get any marks. None of those students are here.
Problem.
Can we just say...
It would reshuffle
5 marks. 5 marks, a very substantial difference.
4 plus 1.
Committee would make it because 44 out of 61 students,
and those who have...
all those 44 students will not only go down from 720, they'll get from 720, they'll go up to 715.
Yes.
And those who have not answered, not because they were brilliant, but because they were not answering, they would be benefited.
In the sense that those who answered option 2 will go out of the frame.
My lords, if we were to do this equitably,
Mr. Solicitor, the way your answers are framed, answer 2 is both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Right? That means both are correct. 4 is statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. You couldn't have treated both as correct answers.
Yes, Your Lord. Your Lord.
Both 2 and 4.
Let me examine.
Just examine. Because you have to take either option 2 or option 4.
Both can't be true.
Both can't. They can't survive. They can't exist.
Prima facie, that appears.
they can't. My lords,
With my lord's kind permission,
In item 3,
It can vary from...
with my lord's kind permission, may I get to appear in item number 3.21?
One of them is mutually
yes. One is saying yes, other is saying no. It's clear case of the ruling out the result.
Your Lordship, the provisional answer key had option 4 as the right answer.
Right.
It was only subsequently challenged by 13,000 odd students that the expert committee tend to change the answer.
because of the older edition.
Yes, yes.
The change is not because 2 is also correct.
No.
But because 2 was what was shown in the older edition.
Yes.
May be correct also. We do not know, Lord. Right now I can't say, Lord.
Your Lordship.
My Lord, sign.
Technically, Lord. Yeah. It's not our subject. Maybe it is correct. It may be.
The experts.
Yes. We have the report of the expert also.
Mr. Solicitor, did the experts say that actually 2 is the correct answer?
I have not seen. They must
what they said.
Initially, first answer key has shown option 2 only correct, sir. It is the difference of the question mark. And later on 2 options of the revisions.
All right, now
My
you have heard everybody on this side.
There is one. There is the expert committee.
Yes, Giri.
My Lord, there is one issue of Meghalaya students where 2 centers, the papers were wrongly distributed. And then by the time the right question papers were distributed, around 40 to 1 hour time was lost. Now in their written submission, the NTA says at 17 July written submission at page 21, para 21, my lord, they say that factual reports from city coordinators of Joy and Riboi, which are in Meghalaya, have established that loss of time was compensated for all appearing candidates. But this is incorrect because in my case, these students have come up, they made representation that loss of time was there. And 3.34, my lord. I'll just.
Lord, separately consider, but I'll examine.
My
Lord, I'm at serial number 2.9.
My lord,
Sawal? Okay.
answers cannot be correct. As a layman, let me.
No, the statement 2 can't be correct because the radioactive element is not stable.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So the correct answer would have to be 4.
And it's submitted in 3.
Yes, yes.
I read some paper to
So
show my.
possibly, the earlier books mentioned a wrong answer.
They mentioned the wrong answer.
That's
And it can't be that both answers are treated as correct because there is an internal inconsistency between option 2 and option 3. One can't survive with the other.
exactly. That's
Both
what I
can
say.
survive together.
That as a layman, I feel both can't coexist. Both can't be true.
You see, normally you take 2 options as correct when possibly both options are the correct answer. Now in a situation like this, there is obviously an internal inconsistency between option 2 and 4. Both can't survive together. That's the problem. But I'll tell you what is worrying us also. I mean, that now 4,20,000 students have got the benefit of what you have done.
And based upon the book printed and continued to remain
They
printed,
don't have much of a case because your rules say that when you have to
I
go by
think
the
there is,
Yes, Your Lordship.
I think there is no such rule, my lord. I am told, subject to verification.
we just check
There is
that
no
out.
such-
You can also sit with the officers in the evening and
Yes,
tell us.
I will.
I appear in 3.3. I have 3.34, my lord. In the,
To make a short summary.
where the writ petition was filed by the student.
3 point.
3.34, my lord, if my lord may kindly write it. The students of Jovai and Riboi,
So you got the wrong question paper.
wrong question paper, then they were, right question papers were circulated, which resulted in a time lag of
But
40
according to the NTA, loss of time was compensated. No?
Lord, that is what I wanted to show. We were not given any compensatory marks, nor we were permitted to appear in the re-examination which was conducted for 1,563 students. And if my lord may kindly have my additional documents, IA number 133878 of 2020.
Said, Mr. Solicitor, this is a slightly different case. You can take instructions.
I am 3.20, 3.34. My learned solicitor.
I am appearing 3.3 and 3.16.
I want to show two pages just.
Now, what is your grievance?
It is regarding Manoj that we say that a re-NEET should be happen, Manoj.
Sorry?
A retest should be happen, Manoj. Grievance is that, Manoj.
On what?
On Manoj, I have 2 pages, Manoj.
Now,
My IA.
all they are tell us how many lawyers are asserting a retest should be happening now. No, apart from those who have argued. Oh, those who are saying a retest should be happening, give us a 1-page, half-page written submission on why the retest should happen. Email it to the court master by this evening. All right. Those who are saying a retest should happen, they want to argued in the court, right? Those who have argued in the court, you need not submit your written submissions. Those who additionally want to supplement, half a page you can give us.
Just one. There is one.
I say one thing more.
All right.
There is one graph.
With my last time permission, I'm in 3.21.
There is one graph I want to show, Manoj.
So what graph?
The graph of the students, comparative graph of what was the test results, Manoj, between 2023 and 2024. There is a graph which, Manoj, the graph earlier was that it achieves a peak and it dies down, Manoj.
Right.
Now it is not like that. It is like it is achieving a peak, then it is going like this, Manoj.
Right.
Then coming to
That he showed. Yeah,
yes.
then showed.
And then, Manoj, there is one also secondary argument, Manoj. There was a news report which says there were CCTV missing, CCTVs which were there, which should be there, were missing. There were unguarded strong rooms, and which was found in an independent review of this, Manoj, by a third party, Manoj. So what was happened, Manoj? It is like 40% of the exam centers. There were no CCTVs. There no guard
That point has been made. All right.
Lordship, permit me to mention something more than this.
Why did you mention it in your
Lordship, today morning itself I received some documents from my client. I did not file anything, but this is something more than that. I appeared in the examination. As per the matching of the answer sheet sent by the NTA, I obtained 561 marks. When NTA sent a result to me, then I obtained only 353 marks. When, as per my Lord's order, they uploaded the entire result, I obtained 461 marks. That is much more than that, my Lord.
matter?
No, it is not listed, my lord, because today itself I received all these things. So please, my lord, I have this, my lord. I have
not even filed the matter.
It's only today morning.
They have not even filed the matter. What do we take cognizance?
I could not file because itself today morning I received all these things.
File something, we then deal with it. We can't just take up matters like this.
So, these are 3-4 papers, lordship, if we see.
Look, anybody who has
And I belongs to a OBC candidate, my lord.
anybody who has individual grievances, you may communicate your grievances. What we do is we are hearing the broader issue here. Any individual grievances we'll we'll hear that separately, you know.
Miller, 3.5.
One prayer is left out in item number 3.16. I have prayed, first prayer is RE-NEET, alternate prayer is my lordship's forensic background check of the successful candidate.
All right, that will.
Miller, 3.25 is little different because we are saying that the re-NEET should not happen.
Sorry?
This is for a group of students from Maharashtra, Miller. It's 3.25.
And you are saying there should be no re-NEET.
No re-NEET. Yes, Miller.
So you are to be on this side.
Yes.
What is your argument in the way as to
The main argument is that this will create severe hardship to the students' hard work who have put in this effort not only since 8th till 12th, which is almost 4 to 5 years. Many students have also taken drop and prepared for this examination. And also, Milords, if we see the timeline, the process of registration started on 9th of Feb. The exam happened in May. The results came in June. So this will also entail them to again come back to this entire timeline and again draw back their procedure. So, Milords, we have certain submissions on that no re-NEET will be huge hardship for the students.
Not many students are in the same boat as Ms. Tanvi Dubey, who said there should be no retake. Or let me have. Anyway,
Milord, I want to say one thing, Milord, in my matter, Milord.
That's the point.
I say, Milord, I have not attempted the question for the reason, Milord, because there were double answer, Milord. So because of, Milord, apprehensions of negative marking, I have not attempted, Milord. So I have filed an IA to that effect, Milord.
Virendra Kumar Sharma.
Please, my lord.
What is your contention?
My contention is, Milord, I have not attempted the questions, Milord, for the reason because there were two.
Question 19.
And I may get negative marking, Milord.
Question 19.
Yes, my lord.
Then that's same as your learned friend Ms. Sukriti Chaudhary didn't answer the question.
So I say, Milord, full marks is to be given, though I have not attempted because of the apprehension, Milord.
That you have heard already. You have heard already.
Total, my lord.
And there is one more IA, Milord. There are two IA, Milord.
Now, what is your client's total mark?
Sorry, Milord?
How many marks did your client get totally?
Milord, total marks, Milord, I got, Milord, 654, Milord. 654, Milord. 6.
So you will get 658.
Yes, ma'am.
My lords, in item 3.21, may I be permitted to say?
And one more application, Milord, one more application.
The senior advocate, she is online where she is trying to make a submission. The issue is slightly different.
Yes, Ms. Gupta.
Milords, my case is a standalone matter. I am seeking retest and parity with the 1563 students who've been permitted retest due to lack of loss of time. I suffer from hypohidrosis, which is extreme sweating of palms and sole. I was not permitted to take the handkerchief despite the fact it is not a banned item. Even in my OMR sheet, I could not fill my roll number properly. Lordship, may kindly have page 41 of the PDF.
It will be a complete retest.
Yes, but that's because I lost my time in that way because my OMR sheet, my roll number was wrongly mentioned. And then they put the white fluid, and then every time the video will show that I was not permitted. When I make a representation, they don't decide it. This court directs and they say there was no ban on getting the handkerchief. But still I was not permitted. I was carrying my medical certificate. Because of that excessive sweating, my bubbling was, my pen was moving because of the sweating. I couldn't do proper bubbling.
All right.
It's a totally standalone case.
All right, so now we close the arguments on this side.
Degree of license.
May I mention item 3.24?
May I mention regarding that question only? May I mention one IA regarding that question only? That has come in the office report only, listed for today also, but it was not in the call list. My IA may also be considered on the similar lines.
Item 3.34.
Lord, can I mention?
Lord, may I mention item 3.24?
In item 3.33.
My Lord, item 1, I am saying entire officials are in.
Lord, sir.
Lord,
No?
my Lord, may I? May I have kind permission to mention item 3.24, my Lord? Please. One act something and the entire.
Decision is there.
Completely different.
Possible option which we have for that question 19 is that we can appoint, you just take inspector, we can appoint right now, we can ask the director IIT Delhi to appoint a board of experts. They'll take 5 minutes to give us a correct answer, right? And from the Department of Chemistry. And by tomorrow evening, they can tell us which is the correct answer.
Lords, may I respond 10:30 tomorrow? Let me just examine if there is a possible solution. Otherwise, my lords.
But that direction would imply that my argument for RE NEET is gone.
No, that is without prejudice to your argument. This is on this argument which these people are making. We are considering that. We are going to hear arguments on the other side. Otherwise, what happens is, after we decide that, then again to do this exercise will be too long. So simultaneously, we can do both.
But I can leave it to your lordships, because I can otherwise respond at 10:30 minutes.
So, sir, will you just discuss now the
That's what I said.
It may not, I'm suggesting, I will either way not have difficulty. Instead of a committee, it can even be a one person. That's all. This is not something great.
For
an expert, it can't take.
Question number 19. At the NEET. The following question, do not give the number.
Yes,
Because they could change one.
only question on atoms in physics, sir.
Question, yeah.
Q3.
Questions.
Q3.
One of the questions at the NEET UG 2024 examination read as follows. Colon. ये उधर page.
They have the.
It's a mess up here.
My lords, in item 4, it's the question is at page 22, if that assists with my.
Page 33, page 33. Page 33.
You'll have to give the number of the matter so that.
Page 23, my lords.
Page 23.
Yes. And the question is at page 24.
Yeah, it should be page 23.
Yes.
We not sure what they have done. In order to resolve the issue, as indicated above, four options were indicated in the question as framed, of which students had to select one option as their answer. Full stop. In order to resolve the issue as regards the correct answer to the above question, we are of a considered view that an expert opinion should be sought from IIT Delhi. Stop. We request the director of IIT Delhi to constitute.
Any senior professor of the subject, I think it's physics paper.
Physics also have interrelations to chemistry.
Director at IIT Delhi to constitute a team of, let there be a team of 3 experts. A team of 3 experts who would be in a position, who may, of the subject concerned, to stop. The expert team constituted by the director is requested to formulate its opinion on the correct option for the above question and to remit its opinion to the registrar, to the Secretary General of this court, preferably by 12 noon on 23rd. The Registrar General is requested to communicate a copy of this order to the Director IIT Delhi so that expeditious action
Today itself,
so that expeditious action can be taken. Expeditious steps for the preparation of the opinion and be taken as stated above.
I'm not sure also that this is without prejudice to the intentions of the outside. Otherwise, it will be deemed to be
But we need not tell IIT Delhi that it is without prejudice.
in the order, man. In the order.
Look, let's not confuse the academic expert by all these linguistic excursions without prejudice. This is an understanding. We've told Mr. Huda that for us it's without prejudice.
Shall we place
If we decide a retest for the entire nation, then this
goes.
But instead of deciding that first, then making a reference, we do it simultaneously.
Shall we place our report before them if they need any?
No, that's why we have not even said, what happened, etc. Because then they'll get confused on what was exactly. Let them give us that one correct answer.
Can I mention minutes? All right, we have filed 6 intervention application in 369 petition number. That may be allowed and we may be permitted to file a short submission.
Yes.
Grateful.
Grateful, my lord.
कड़वाहट के अपने बॉस को समझा पाना, और बॉस रिसेप्टिव हो तो चीजें आसान हो जाती है।
ये पॉलिटिक्स में भी है,
हर जगह है, जहां जहां पावर है हर जगह है, फैमिली में भी है।
बताते नहीं है, पर यही बात इस इलेक्शन के दौरान बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं कि हमें पता था ये हो रहा है, लेकिन हम बता नहीं रहे थे क्योंकि सुनने वाला रिसेप्टिव।
Check. Check, check, check.